Peace, peace, YouTube family. It's your boy Zay coming back at you with another video. You dig? You know how we do. We get right into it. So this video, I want to talk about how, look, one thing fellas really have to start understanding is that you got to stop trying to completely figure your woman out. Just have a level of understanding about her. Stop trying to have her completely figured out because you're going to lose your mind. Look, listen, bro. You're going to lose your mind if you continuously try to figure the woman you're dealing with or the woman you're dating. If you're trying to completely figure her out, you're going to lose your mind, bro. Just develop a level of understanding about her and who she is. And the reason why I say that is because this. I'm going to tell you why. Our masculine ego is so centered around getting the answer of everything. Analytics, statistics, data. You know, that's that masculine side of the brain. And we're masculine by nature. So we naturally try to figure things out and try to have a pinpoint answer about every single thing. And why is it this way and why is it that way? But when you understand how the feminine work, how feminine energy works, feminine energy is spontaneous, sporadic, it's free flowing. You know, you can't really measure it. That's like saying you can figure out a woman is saying you can figure out nature, or saying you can figure out Mother Earth. You can have a level of understanding on how nature works and how Mother Earth works. But Mother Earth can tear this shit up right now and nobody would know. Nobody would know. Because that's how the feminine energy moves. It moves sporadically. It moves on its own time. It's just up like. So when you're dealing with an energy like that, you can't expect to use analytical tools and an analytical mindset on the feminine energy. Because, like I said, you're going to lose your mind, bro. Because you're going to think, okay, I got to figure it out on this. And she do something else, or she wake up in a completely different mood. And you're like, damn, I thought I had it all figured out. Just have a level of understanding about her. Then once you have that level of understanding about her, embrace not knowing what's to come. Like embrace having that level of understanding with you knowing that, okay, I do have this level of understanding about her, but I also know that there may be some things that come up that, you know what I'm saying, I won't see coming. And embrace that. Like allow that to be something like, you know, it's not just instead of thinking like, oh, I gotta deal with, being the mindset of I get to handle her feminine energy. I get to embrace that feminine energy of it being free flowing and me not knowing what's to come next. And like I said, having that level of understanding is definitely important. Having that level of understanding is definitely important because that, you know, takes care of a lot of the things, of course, having that level of understanding about your woman. But to think you're going to completely have, not even her, we got to come out of that physical. It's not even about her. It's about the feminine as a whole. To everything you can completely figure out the feminine and feminine energy, it was never meant to be figured out because feminine energy isn't measured through analytical and data and from the masculine side. You can only read the feminine and deal with the feminine energy through being tapped in with your feminine. You dig what I'm saying? So, and back to the point, like women are a reflection of Mother Earth and nature. Like I said, you can't predict. We have a level of understanding about, you know, the things that's happening with nature and Mother Earth and all that. But like I said, this could flip on its head right now and none of us could see it coming. The same with your woman emotions. You thinking, oh, it's about to be a smooth day. She on 10. See, a man who thinks he can figure his woman out, he's stressing out because he like, damn, like, why? I thought I had it like, she was just like this yesterday, but I thought I had the patterns and I figured it. But the man who understands he has a level, the man who understands that he developed a level of understanding about her, but he's not trying to completely figure her out. When that same woman, when she wake up on 10, he embraces her waking up. Like he embraces being able to be in his masculine to handle that feminine uproar, or that feminine sporadic release of emotions that was unexpected. But you can only deal with that when you within your sacred masculine. You feel me? So it's a short little video. I might expand on it. Another video. I might speak on it on my podcast, honestly. But yeah, bro. This is just my personal opinion. I don't think women were meant to be completely figured out. And it's not, like I said, it's past the physical. It ain't even about women. It's about that feminine energy, the feminine. I don't think the feminine was ever meant to be figured out, because figured out is related back to that masculine side of the brain of having the answer of something, having the answer for something, having that pinpoint answer, the data, statistics, analytics. That's dealing with that. That's dealing with the left side of the brain. That's the masculine side. The right side of the brain is the feminine side. It's free flowing, sporadic, spontaneous. You can't really measure. You can't judge it. It just happens. And when it just happens, like I said, you got to be able to be in your masculine frame to bring it back, bring that energy back at bay, to be able to intertwine and polarize that energy. Because only a man in his sacred masculine energy can polarize that free flowing and sporadic feminine energy. And trying to see it, trying to fix it and mitigate it through a analytical lens is not gonna work either, bro. It's not gonna work either, because you're gonna be trying to find reasoning for something that doesn't operate off of reasoning. Feminine energy doesn't operate off of reasoning, so you trying to be statistical and having reasoning and logic and all that. It won't make sense to you, because it's not meant to be logical. Like, the feminine energy is not meant to be logical. You feel me? So, like I said, she get into that bad mood. Y'all had a good day the other day. To you, this is not logical, and you think, how could this be? Because it's like, leading up to this, it's like, well, you know what I'm saying, what went wrong? And you got to understand, she probably didn't even know she was going to be like that this morning. You feel me? Like, their emotions are sporadic, and like I said, sporadic and free flowing sometimes, and you got to also factor in their hormones. So they don't really, you know what I'm saying, sometimes they can't even really judge that they about to go through these certain shift of emotions. You feel me? So that's why you got to be that polarizing energy to be accepting of it. You know what I'm saying? Be accepting of it. You got to understand, hey, this is what comes with a woman. Are you gonna go date a man? Hey, if that's your thing, I ain't. But I'm saying, if you like women, that's just what come with it. So, it is what it is, bro. The biggest key, though, is to develop that level of understanding about her. Because when you embrace developing that level of understanding about her, you don't even worry about trying to have her completely figured out, because you understand that that's only going to lead you to more stress, because there's going to be so many things you're going to be trying to look through from a logical point and a reasoning standpoint. And there's going to be so many things that don't make sense to you. You're going to be thinking you lose your mind and all that. Excuse me. But it's because you're using analytical tools on a situation that causes you to be more tapped into your feminine, to be able to dance and intertwine with her emotions. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually. So everything ain't about always having something figured out. Fellas, we gotta get out of that. We gotta start being able to tap into that feminine and flow back and forth. You feel me? Because always being in that masculine side of thinking, that masculine, the masculine energy of thinking, you try to look at everything through a logical standpoint. You try to look at everything through reasoning, through logic, through analytics, through data, through oh well, this is how it should be because it just makes sense. Feminine energy don't operate off of that, so you can't look through that lens out. And I feel like I've talked about this on here before, but even still, this is some game that got to be doubled down on, because I see so many guys thinking that they can figure women out. It's just like, no, you can't, bro. You can have a level of understanding about the woman you're dealing with, but to say you can figure women out across the board, like it's a lot of guys who say, oh, I got women figured out. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because if you know anything about women, they're very individual based. Like, they all don't like the same things. They all don't move the same way. A lot of them may have similar interests, but in terms of guys that they like, they don't all like the same thing. They're different. So you can't, it ain't no one size fits all women, bro. It's not. So once you understand that, and I'm glad I was able to understand this early, like understanding that you're not meant to completely figure a woman out. Just have that level of understanding about her. You watch how, just take that one nugget I just gave you and apply it to your life. Any woman that you're dealing with, and if you be honest with yourself, if you found yourself trying to completely figure her out and all that, remove yourself from that mindset and put yourself in the mindset of more so of just having that level of understanding about her, accepting, that you don't know everything about her, that you don't know how she gonna be every single day. Accept that. You feel me? And once you accept that, you're more productive and more willing to handle these situations of, like I said, emotional uproar, or when she kind of just get into one of them moments or one of them time periods or them swings. You're able to handle it in a much more effective way, because you're not thinking like, oh man, I ain't see this coming. You're thinking of, okay, it's here, let me handle it. Because you ain't pressed about trying to figure out. You just have that understanding about her. You have that level of understanding, and you flowing with it from there. You gotta be able to dance with the feminine. You gotta be able to dance with the feminine energy within your mind and how you deal with it on the physical level. So it all intertwines, and like I said, bro, any man who understands that, trying to completely, bro, I'm telling you, bro, and the reason why I know this because it's been men who have been married for 15, 20 years, and they still say, I don't have her completely figured out. And it's not even, and the thing is, they're not even trying to figure her out. Like, they're not trying to figure their wife out. They've developed that level of understanding about their woman, and everything that comes after that, they already have that foundation of how to deal with it. You dig what I'm saying? Developing that level of understanding about your woman is literally just building a foundation on who she is, her habits, her patterns, her trends, and stuff like that. And it might be new trends that come in and new patterns that come in, but because you have that foundation, you know how to intertwine and work with it. You ain't gotta be pinpoint on how she move and all that. You got that foundation on having that basic information and that basic, I'm trying to stretch it out, but it's really no need. Basic level of understanding of who your woman is, bro. I'm telling you, you're gonna thrive with the relationships with women in your life, bro. I'm telling you. Peace.